And now, fight fans, here we go. Once again, this is our co-featured bout of the evening. 3 rounds in the middleweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He is a mixed martial artist standing 6 feet, 2 inches tall. Weighing in officially 185 and 1/2 pounds. This veteran brings a record that stands at 15 victories, 6 defeats, and 2 no contests. Fighting out of Gloucester, England, here is Che Mills. And next, his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. His background is boxing and lucha libre. At 6 feet, 1 inch tall, he weighed in 186 and 1/2 pounds. A 12-fight professional with 9 victories and 3 defeats. Fighting out of Paris, France, by way of Morocco, here is Faycal Hucin. Referee in charge, once again, Rico Suave Mitchell.
Rich Mitchell about to get this one underway. 3 rounds in the Cage Warriors middleweight division. Faycal Hucin in the nicely decorated shorts.
Yeah, staying very upright. Actually, both these guys have a very upright striking style.
Che Mills in the blue with white trim. And we expected a striking war, and it looks like that's what we're going to get. Nice left hook by Mills, followed by a straight.
Che Mills has a couple of very big TKO stoppage wins on his record.
Really scary striker is Che Mills. And so is Faycal Hucin. Hucin looking for a takedown, though.
Yeah, nice attempt by Hucin to change level there. And he's looking to work the combinations, and that's something Che Mills is so dangerous with, collar tying the back of the neck and making the attacking fighter pay with a knee on the way out.
Nice straight right there from Che Mills.
Well, it's interesting that Faycal Hucin has immediately shown his intent to take this fight to the ground, and it was a good bit of takedown defense from Che Mills.
Mills looking to close the distance there with that jab. Content to move around the outside of Hucin. Look for the opening. Hucin with a nice leg kick there.
And again, Hucin changes level, drives Mills back against the cage. Immediately Mills with a wide base, looking to pummel the arm back in. But a good pickup from the Frenchman.
Mills immediately backing up onto that fence, though, using it to stand up. Nice little combination there from Hucin on the cage, but Mills straight back with a knee to the body.
Again, good shots on the inside from both guys. Hucin's got to be careful of this crossface and possibly a short choke for Che Mills. He does look like he's almost around the neck.
That did look tight for a brief moment there. Hucin has really set out his stall in this fight, Josh. He doesn't want the striking exchanges at this time. He's looking to close that gap and nullify Che Mills' kickboxing.
He's doing a good job of driving Mills against the cage, but we saw how quickly Mills was able to scoot his way back to the cage, post, and just very technically stand back to his feet.
Oh, Mills throwing the high head kick.
Yeah, right up the open side of Faycal Hucin, saying, look, you've got to keep your hands up, otherwise I am going to punish you.
Nice combinations from Mills there, ending with the inside leg kick. Knee to the body, oh, and that was an eye poke. Unintentional eye poke there. That looked like it hurt Che Mills. We're going to see a replay of that now to see exactly what happened in that exchange there. Keep an eye on Che Mills at this point.
Oh, yeah, and that is very unpleasant. Faycal Hucin looked to stop the forward momentum and then re-jabbed with his palm wide open.
It's perhaps one of the biggest criticisms of mixed martial arts gloves is that they do leave those fingers open, and so often we get those eye pokes, but really it's down to the fighter not to keep those fingers out when they're pouring with the jab.
That was an open hand pour at the face. It was not a closed fist in any way, shape or form. I think Che Mills just taking a moment here, buying a bit of time by having the doctor check him briefly over.
And the mouthpiece goes back in, signaling that Che Mills is good to go. Referee Rich Mitchell warning Hucin to watch those fingers. And Mills coming right back at him. Nice jab again from Mills. He's landed with that a few times tonight. Follows up with the leg kick to the outside. Tiny bit of blood on the head of Faycal Hucin there.
Yeah, not too much movement from both guys as yet. They're both fairly static on their feet here. But Mills is starting to cover a good bit of distance every time he lunges in with those strikes. Good stiff jab.
Both guys threw one there. It was Mills that landed. Oh, and a nice body shot from Shea Mills.
Yeah, feinting him out and picking the shot. Mills' lead hand is really starting to go to town on Faycal Hucin now.
Savage right there from Mills. Glanced off the head of Hucin. And the slightly stockier Hucin now presses Mills up against the cage. Going back to how he played it earlier in the round, Josh, shutting Mills' striking game down.
Yeah, but we've seen the good takedown defense from Shea Mills, who looks again to cross-face Faycal Hucin. You can see how deep Hucin's trying to bury his head in. And Mills
really needs to connect
trying
those
to get
hands.
his hips back, and a good takedown completed for Hucin. But immediately you see Shea Mills scooting his way back to the cage, posting his hands.
Exactly like he did earlier in the round, Josh.
I mean, it's textbook strategy to stand back up, and you can see Hucin very wary about what's going to happen now.
Slight stalemate here against the cage. Nice little shot from Hucin there, though.
Yeah, Mills just having to acknowledge the head and arm grip by the Frenchman.
And Hucin steps off to land some strikes. Nice right hand, but Mills certainly unafraid to trade in the pocket with Hucin.
No, none of those three strikes particularly found the mark. And again, Mills surging forward at the end of the round here, just shaking off the last couple of takedown attempts from Hucin.
Jumping knee to the body to close things off there in the first round by Shea Mills.
That's one of the first times we've seen Hucin come out and actively look for those takedowns. And, you know, good takedown defense so far from Shea Mills. He's definitely having the better of the success on the feet. That good straight shot is just finding the chin of Hucin repetitively now.
And it makes you wonder if that's something that Hucin is particularly trained for going into this fight, or whether it's just a case of him wanting no part of Shea Mills' striking game. That's always been Mills' strongest suit. Obviously, he's competent everywhere, but as you said earlier on, he has some terrifying knockouts to his name.
Yeah, he certainly does. Some good replays here. Here was the last takedown attempt from Faycal Hucin, and it didn't last more than a couple of seconds when he got it to the ground. Mills immediately working his way back up.
Real perseverance takedown there from Faycal Hucin. And the seconds ordered out as we look to start this next round here. Cage Warriors, Fight Night 9 in Amman, Jordan. Brought to you by London Fight Store and Kia. If you're on the social media tonight, the hashtag CWFC Jordan. Brad Wharton and Josh Palmer calling the action for you. Shea Mills versus Faycal Hucin.
Faycal Hucin starting to get a bit more head movement in now. This is what he's usually like in fights. I think that first round was a little bit out of character from what we've seen from him so far. But obviously very wary of the striking game possessed by Shea Mills, who's really picking his shots very deliberately.
He's a precision striker, and he has been landing a lot of those punches on Faycal Hucin.
Hucin again just didn't even acknowledge any upper body strikes there, just walked forward and put his head down for the takedown, and he's trying, but, you know, it's not his typical game. And I think we're seeing a few holes in this department in the cage for him.
Be very interested to see the hit rate of Shea Mills for this fight. It's been very accurate so far. But as you say, Josh, a confusing game plan perhaps from Faycal Hucin here.
Let's see if he can take that underhook a bit higher. Try and force Mills over onto one side. Opting to change level, go for the hips. Looking for the ankle pick as well.
He's Mills really persevering with these takedowns, not having much success
Mills,
as of yet here in the second round.
Mills right in his corner, Paul Sullivan calling the instructions to him.
Nice head movement from Mills.
Oh!
It's a huge right hand from Hucin!
And that is what Faycal Hucin does best.
Hucin dropping some big shots now. Rich Mitchell taking a very close look at this.
Well, Che Mills is going to have to recover here. We said it wasn't the normal game plan from Faycal Hucin, and look what happens when he throws those big, wide strikes.
Mills with a takedown, but he's left his neck in.
Well, we know that the guard of Faycal Hucin has some tricky submissions. Of course, submitting Sylvain Petard last time out with a triangle from this position, but Che Mills with the top position to recover here, and he looks as though he's already back in the swing of it as he glues himself to the back of Faycal Hucin.
Mills' eyes still looking a little misty after that big right hand from Hucin.
But he's got plenty of time to recover here. He's very, very safe. He's got a good body lock. He's right next to his corner.
Shows you how Hucin is able to change things in an instant with that power.
And Mills is looking to get to the back, but turning back inside very well is Hucin.
You've got to wonder now if that's maybe going to give Hucin a little bit more confidence in his striking.
I would hope so. I mean, you know, it's the first time he's thrown the kind of strikes we're used to seeing from him. And that right hand went straight over the top, right on the button, and Che Mills in a world of trouble for a few seconds there.
I'm sure we'll see a replay later, but I think actually Hucin hesitated for a second when he knocked Mills down. Perhaps a bit of killer instinct would have served him well. Mills bleeding heavily from the nose now.
Yeah, Hucin really looking to pin and punch as he postures over Che Mills. Giving Mills some room to breathe here, but he walks straight to a half guard here.
Thought perhaps he was going to step off and let Mills stand up. Test him again on the feet, but he's straight back down to the ground. Scoring points here as Hucin landing some big lefts.
Well, I think you're going to have to say this second round is firmly swinging the way of Faycal Hucin. He's going to try and pin all his weight on Che Mills here, and these are good left hands that are successively finding the face.
Mills struggling to defend here.
Yeah, Mills is going to have to get back up. I mean, these are building up.
Referee Rich Mitchell telling him to defend.
And Che Mills has got to do something here.
It's not enough to just put his hand in front of those shots. He's going to need to see movement. He doesn't get it. And there's the TKO stoppage. Faycal Hucin stops Che Mills with strikes here in the second round, and he is exhausted, Josh.
Both men are utterly breathless at the end of that. Faycal Hucin, I don't think, has worked so hard for a stoppage in all of his mixed martial arts career.
Wow. And the way that fight started, Josh, I really did not expect the finish to come in such a fashion.
No, I mean, Faycal Hucin, he tried the takedowns over and over again, had no success with them. As soon as he threw that right hand right on the button, let's have a look at the replay. Boom, over the top. Che Mills really needing to come to his senses pretty quickly.
And we can see referee Rich Mitchell taking a very close look there. That fight was probably about 2 or 3 more punches away from being stopped at that point, but Hucin persevered.
Yeah, they weren't big shots, were they? But there were so many of them.
It's the accumulative damage. Che Mills warned by referee Rich Mitchell that he had to defend himself. He had to improve that position. He was unable to do so. And the key term here, Josh, is intelligent defense. It's not enough to just block the shots with your hand. You have to be moving. You have to be improving your position. Che Mills wasn't doing that, and that was a great stoppage by Rich Mitchell.
Absolutely. I think it says something about how tough that fight was, as to how tired Faycal Hucin is after those 2 rounds.
Actually looking in worse shape than Che Mills is Hucin at the moment. Really put it all into that finishing salvo. And we are going to throw it to Joe Martinez for the official result.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 4 minutes, 23 seconds, round number 2. Rich Mitchell steps in, calls a halt to the bout. Stoppage due to strikes for your winner by TKO victory, Faycal
big, big win here at Cage Warriors Fight Night 9 for Faycal Hucin. He entered the Cage Warriors middleweight tournament last year. Didn't advance to the later stages of that tournament, but now, with a wide open middleweight division, a victory like that has firmly thrown Faycal Hucin's name into the hat.